Hi everybody, David Thexton here from ConsultX Business Success Program. ConsultX is an online program designed to train you to become a business consultant, or as we call you, a business success partner, and to own and operate your own consulting business. Get out of the gridlock and the drudgery of employment and be your own boss, working with your own clients whilst having a great income and a lifestyle. Now, to find out more, go to our website www.consultx.com, and there are a couple of videos there. There's a little 3-minute one, and then there's one that's about an hour 20, which is extremely comprehensive. And you'll find out just about everything that you'll ever need to know. This week's podcast is all about our client acquisition formula that we've developed over the years. It's an easy way to explain to you what you have to do to be successful in the consulting profession, because we all need clients. The name of the game is to grow your consulting business as fast as you can so that you do not suffer a loss of income whilst you transition from employment to self-employment. I've been a business success partner since 2005, and even before that, for many years, I helped out friends who owned businesses, and over those years, right until today, I was still finding small ways to improve client acquisition. Client acquisition is one of the most important parts of being a business success partner, because we all need clients so that we can earn fees each month. What we're about to discuss in this podcast is the very foundation of effectively signing up business owners to become your clients. 80% of businesses go broke in their first 10 years. That's a shocking statistic, and it exists because the governments around the world gave them a license to operate with no test or training to run a business. It's like dropping you or me into a jumbo jet at 30,000 feet and saying, "Go ahead, fly it." Yeah, right, that's going to work, isn't it? Unless you're a pilot out there, of course. As you move around your business neighbourhood, 80% of the businesses that you drive by will be gone in the next 10 years. They'll have closed down, merged with another business, or gone broke, taking all the family assets with it. Think of the destruction caused to families when a business goes broke. And I think you all know somebody who has gone broke, and it's not much fun to do or watch. Back to client acquisition. The point I'm making is that potential clients are everywhere. There will never ever be a shortage of potential clients in your or my lifetime, no matter where you are. Not only are you surrounded by potential clients, you're also bombarded by thousands of ads from businesses who are looking for more business. Every business wants more business and needs help to get these new customers or clients. That's one of your jobs as a business success partner. All around you, and I see this every day, or just take for example where I live in Auckland, there are 22 major radio stations here and about another 50 little low-powered radio stations in Auckland City, a town of 1.8 million people. The whole of New Zealand, by the way, is about 4.5 million people. Every day I go down to my mailbox, it is clogged with pamphlets and little brochures from everything you can possibly imagine. Probably happens to you too. Local newspapers. It just goes on and on. Billboards. I drive down the motorway or freeway, excuse me, and there are cars, trucks, vans, all with sign writing on them. It's just bombarded by advertising messages, and all these people want more business. I have never met a business owner in my life, and especially in my consulting life since 2005, who told me, "David, I don't want any more business." I don't think that person exists. May do somewhere, but I haven't come across them. So this is what's all out there. This is all of the potential that's out there. And it is millions and millions and millions of businesses all around the world. Doesn't matter whether you're in South America, North America, South Africa, Europe, wherever you are, in Asia, all those places. They've all got radio stations, newspapers, billboards, pamphlets, and all those other sorts of things. So at the start of any successful client acquisition strategy, it's a simple formula that is fairly common in the process of getting new clients. And it doesn't matter what profession or industry you are in, this formula is common to all. Think of this strategy as being like a law of nature, like gravity, light, heat, etc. You're not going to be able to change this. It is fixed. It's there forever. Well, our client acquisition strategy or formula is exactly the same. If you want great results, then just follow the formula as we teach you, and you'll be able to sign up clients as you wish. So, what's this formula? You need to know the legend to understand it first, and it's not a complicated algebra type formula. It's very, very simple. So I suggest you write this down. So stop this podcast now and go get a pen and paper, and I'll just wait here. Great, you're back. So write this down. L equals leads, A equals activity, P equals prospects, TBV equals trust, belief, value, and C equals clients. Now, just to go back and explain these terms, leads are names of businesses that you've collected from observation, from listening to the radio, watching television, newspaper, pamphlets, billboards, cars, trucks, vans, all of these things, driving past businesses. That's my favourite one, because when you drive past the business, you can see it. You can see what they do. You can see how clean it is, how modern it is, what industry they're in, how many cars are outside, all of these things. So you have leads. So you need to build a lead list, but we'll come to that in a minute. Activity is action. It's activity. It's actually doing something to talk to these business owners, to take them through our process, to help them to become a client of ours. That's activity. P equals prospects. A prospect is somebody that you've actually met. You've shaken their hand and you've had a discussion with them. TBV, trust, belief, value. What this is nobody is going to become your client unless they trust you, believe you, and they understand and believe the value that you're going to bring to the relationship. TBV, trust, belief, value, and C equals clients. Clients are people that you've signed up to become a client of yours, a consulting client. So the formula is, write this down, L times A equals P. Leads times activity equals prospects. Come back to that in a second. P plus TBV, TVB equals C. So P, prospects plus trust, value, belief, equals a client. So unless they trust you, value what you're offering, or believe what you're saying, then they won't sign up with you. So I'll go back and do it again. L times A equals P. So leads times activity, lots of it when you're starting off, equals prospects. And then prospects plus TBV equals C. And that's your trust, belief, value. And it's as simple as that. Now, it all starts with building a solid set of leads. So let's say around 100 as a starting point. And you can come back later and you can get some more if you need to. Leads times activity equals prospects. So the most important thing you're trying to do now is you're trying to put maximum energy or action into talking to these leads by whatever method you decide to do that, so you can turn a lead into a prospect. And a prospect is somebody that you've had the first meeting with, remember? In training, we cover lead list building in detail, but quite often activity is where people slow down the process. You see, in your first few weeks, you've got to take off like a space shuttle at full power, absolutely at full power. And there are fast and slow methods to acquire clients, ranging from walk-ins, which is my favourite, which are fast, all the way to slower methods like networking. All these methods and even variations or blendings of these methods, they all get there in the end, but I'd rather get established fast. So my favourite is just going in and talking to people. And other people's favourites are joining networking groups and things like that. Horses for courses, eh? So it depends on what you feel most comfortable doing. So you need good leads and a high level of activity. And I'm saying here about at least 8 hours a day for the first few months until you get your prospects and you've turned the prospects into the clients. So let's imagine you have your 100 leads and you're quickly working your way through the list, having discovery meetings, which is the first meeting that we have, and then the other meetings, the diagnostic and then the proposal meeting. And as you progress through the lead list, you'll find that you'll pick up more leads through referrals and observation of what's going on around you. You'll become very, very aware of what's happening. If a new business owns up, or I never saw that business before, and you'll just see them around you. The next part of the formula is prospects, and of course, as I've mentioned, that's someone you've already met with and done the discovery meeting with. Prospects plus TVB equals clients. TVB is trust, value, belief. I keep mixing that around actually, don't I? So it actually should be TBV, trust, belief, value. So you've got to develop a high TVB in the client acquisition process before they'll become your client. And this takes practice before you become good at this part of the process. Please do not underestimate this simple formula because it holds your key to having a fast or a slow start in this profession. Remember that 80% of businesses fail in their first 10 years, so all these people, you're driving past them and you're listening to the radio and they're advertising and they're in the newspaper, and 80% of them in the future are not going to be here. Let me tell you a little story about, excuse me, a business area where my business was before I moved to Australia. This is the beverage business. And it's called East Tamaki. It's in South Auckland. And, I first moved there in 1983, I think it was. And we built our factory there, and then it got bigger and bigger, and we got more land, and we more warehousing, bigger and bigger. So I got to know East Tamaki very well, and I was there for 20 years. And I knew every road around there. I knew just about every business that was around there. There would have been 500 businesses, something like that. And I was always driving around them, and I was always buying things for the factory and doing things like that. And then we went to Australia for 10 years and came back. I came back about 5 years ago. And I went for a drive around there, and I can tell you that over 80 or 90% of the businesses that were there when I was there for those 20 years were gone and changed. And whether they went broke, I don't know. Whether they moved, I don't know. Whether they got bought out, they merged, or whatever. I don't know. But it is amazing the turnover of businesses that carries on over the years. So this means that the market for your services is huge and it's increasing, and it'll continue to do so well into the future. So we need you to join ConsultX to help these people out, because I tell you, they're struggling. A huge percentage of them are struggling. There are many of you who've been following us for a long time, and I mean for years, sitting on the fence. And there's over 4,000 of you, believe it, on our database. So why don't you take the plunge and become self-employed as a business consultant? We're here to help you, and we have, on top of our training, webinars, podcasts. We have a membership group where everybody gets involved and helps each other out, and we even have some one-on-one coaching with me if you want a fast start. Now that costs a little bit more. I hear so many stories of people all over the world stuck in a dead-end job, and they spend over 10 hours a week, and sometimes a bit more than that, a lot more than that, stuck in traffic. My daughter spends over 15 hours a week driving into Auckland, and with some people it's even longer. And then if there's a car accident, it's gridlock, and it could take her 3 hours to get home. Our consultants work from home, they work the hours they want, they take frequent holidays, they earn 2 to 3 times more than they used to earn working on wages or on a salary. They take the kids to school, they attend school events. It's a great life. It could be yours. Just take the next step and join ConsultX. We are here waiting for you to help you. For more information, just go to www.consultx.com, that's our website, and watch the 2 videos, small one and a big one. And when you're ready, go to the pricing page at the top to sign up. There's no big franchise fee or ongoing royalties. That's important to remember. There are so many consulting organizations out there in the world where they want to charge you $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $100,000 as a franchise fee, and then they'll want up to something like 18 to 20% royalties per month. We just charge our normal US $1.99 per month for the subscription fee to be part of the international network. So go to the website, sign up and become involved. We'd love to get you involved. So everybody, thanks for listening. If you have the time, please review our podcast on iTunes or Stitcher, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.